Greetings to you all. We are here gathered on this glorious Monday to bear witness, once again, to bear witness the greatness that is to come for the weeks ahead that we know it, to continuously bear witness to the greatness for several weeks to come. Bleach Monday greatness. What is going on, guys? Ali here, back again with another video for you guys today for my thoughts on episode 2 of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, Foundation Stones. First of all, like, comment, and subscribe and everything on your thoughts about the episode and your thoughts what I say about this, and subscribe for, all this Bleach stuff, but all other random things and stuff. But anyways, first and foremost, the opening theme, a straight banger, just like every other Bleach opening that came before it. My goodness, the visuals as well. Like, it was black and white with like a hot pink type of look to it and stuff, like the new like logo of like Bleach for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. We're seeing like all of our favorite like Shinigami Soul Reapers and stuff, like going back and forth. Like, it looked so beautiful. And my gosh, if you did not pick up, first of all, it was absolutely phenomenal to see all of like the captains and different Shinigami that were fighting their respective like Stern Ritter, which are the Quincy's and stuff. They're gonna have like fights and stuff. Absolutely peak phenomenal and stuff. And seeing Ichigo with like standing in front of Yuhawk was just, it was beautiful. All of that, absolutely phenomenal. But hands down to me, what I think the biggest spoiler was in that opening. But at the same time, they did it in a way where you probably won't be able to catch it in terms of like, who or what the thing is. And so I don't want to say something specific, but they did it in a way where it's like you probably won't know that it is one. Like, they did it in like a really good way, which obviously manga readers would say this is a massive spoiler, but anime onlys wouldn't notice it, I don't think, like, at all. Like, it's cool. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I did not expect some visuals in that opening. I did not expect to see in this very first opening for this very first core of 13 episodes. I did not expect that at all, because I think there's certain things that happen, like maybe one or two things that happen way later on in the arc. So that was like very interesting that they have it in the first opening for the entirety of this season. It looked hype and cool and everything. It looked awesome, but that was like very interesting that they had in there, right? Opening, absolute banger, phenomenal. I would not be surprised whatsoever if it gets nominated for opening of the year. I would not expect it. I would not like be shocked at all if it was at the very least nominated. It was amazing. Banger of a song and everything, absolutely phenomenal. And the visuals were phenomenal also and stuff. Just the 3-color silhouette of like black, white, a little bit of gray, and then like the whole hot pink type of vibe to look to it. Oh my god, it was so good. It was amazing. That ending theme, the moment I heard those strings in the first couple of seconds, I was like, this is an absolute banger of like it's such a vibe type of, it was so good. It was just, the visuals were great. But the song itself, like I believe that it's Senran, I believe, who does it, who did the ending song. But bro, is so good. Like, there is not a single song, opening theme, ending theme, or just the soundtrack in general of Bleach that's not a banger. Like, every single thing Bleach's soundtrack, everything is it's an immediate banger. Like that opening theme is it's probably up there already as like a top 3 or 5 for Bleach for me, just as much as like asterisk from asterisk the first opening of Bleach. That's my number one. Like it's so like it's so good. And this song, this opening one, opening 16, almost there already. Like it was so good. So again, opening theme, absolutely phenomenal, fantastic. Visuals were amazing. Ending theme was absolutely it was so good with the visuals of the ending and stuff, and seeing everybody's different like Zanpakuto's toes and stuff like that, and everybody's like different weapons and stuff. Very cool to see, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. The opening theme, again, there was actually a few spoilers that you're gonna like, later on in the series you're gonna know about, and you're gonna like, check out and everything. It's phenomenal, right? So now getting on to the episode, loved it. Like I really like. I might have to go back and reread the manga or something. But regardless, like I don't know why that I forgot about this, but like this episode absolutely showcased exactly how much of a menace Yuok is, bro. Like, oh my, like the way that he was like speaking to his subordinate, and how his subordinate was speaking back to him, and like that was the way that he was trying to curry favor with Yuok was so intricate, and like it was weird. Like, I don't want to say it was weird, but it was like a very like he was doing a really good job with like being like like first Yuok saying that like, you don't like it must be difficult. You can lie down and speak to me. Like, it must be difficult because I cut like your entire arm off and you're bleeding literally everywhere. It's difficult. It might be difficult for you. But then he's like, so if you're gonna lie down, then I guess you don't need your legs either. And then he's like, wait, like, bro, like Yuok is a man, is evil, bro. Like, he's absolute menace, dude. Like, and I love it so much. Like, he literally does not give a shit about, like, regardless if you're like under him or not. Like, that's what's terrifying about him. Like, which is crazy to me. Like, what is his name? Is his name Ludas or something like that? Who had his arm cut off? He's talking like, no, like to lie down in front of your majesty while talking to you is a complete disrespect and everything. And like, yo, like, and Yuok saying that like, I see and whatnot, and him saying that like, are you a prophet to him? Because he's talking about like the future, and about like how if this goes on in these next couple of days or whatever, that the world of the living and the soul society, like the borders will crumble and stuff like that, and like, and Yuok saying that like, are you a prophet? No, I'm not. I don't want to know. I don't care about the future. I don't want you to talk to me about the future. Obviously, there's a reason as to why he's saying that, but just for anime only, I'm not gonna say anything. But he's like, tell me about the present and what's going on and stuff. So then he speaks to him like, and then he just pops his head, bro. Like, and then all of the captains having that meeting about like, what was happening during that time, and how like, Shino and Ryunosuke got from their soul phones, got the voice message of like what happened and everything, and that like all 116, like, just to see that one scene with all of those Shinigami just absolutely obliterated at the same time, that when like those several people came to like infiltrate the squad 1 with Yamamoto right there, at the same time some other person came and just wiped out like all 116 like guards, just completely obliterated them. And like, bro, you really can tell that this is just out for blood. Like, bloody ass shit going on. It's like, you don't know really exactly how to explain it. Well, you can, but it's like, it feels like it's hard to explain it, but then like you're able to do it, and it's just like he really knows how to like show that he genuinely does not give a fuck. Like he pops what is his name? What is it? Lotus's like head, and then Abern like he, which was so insulting what York said to him, that like you didn't do anything that is worthy of praise or punishment. You did your job of like, like getting like Ichigo, like keeping Ichigo at bay for a little while, and then immediately pops his head, bro. Like, oh my gosh, he's so vicious. Like, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying, dude. Absolutely terrifying. And then like you got him walking back up the staircase that he creates with obviously his reishi and stuff. It was cool. It's just like he creates things, or which I believe a lot of Quincy's do, create things just with their like spiritual energy or the reishi that's around them and stuff. And like that's what his literal throne was. He's going up there and he's captured Haribel, which is just like that scene. Even in the manga was heartbreaking, but seeing it again just like breaks my heart, because she's not like, she's such a fan favorite character, but she never gets the epic fight that I think that she deserves to get, to where it's like, okay, she had, that was like a run for her money, or gave like a run for like, a leader's like, gave a leader a run for his money and whatnot, to like fight and everything, and like just to see that, and was still heartbreaking. But then we go back to the world of the living and everything, and then like, Ichigo meets like Nell again. Oh, that was so great, which is hilarious to hear Nell's voice again. It is so funny, and like, but also just heartbreaking because of what happened. And like that scene when Nell and Persh, I believe, which is one of Nell's like subordinate Arankars, or not Arankar. I don't think he's an Arankar, but one of his subordinates or whatever, describing what happened, bro. The visual of Hyuok flying with the flame, with the reishi flames in his hands, and lightning, a storm is just coming, like, and you see like Haribel just beaten onto the wall, just yelling at them like, run, get out of here, and everything. Like that, just that whole scene was done so perfectly well. Like even more so excuse me, even more so than like the manga. I don't think we got to see exactly everything like that in the manga. I'm pretty sure some stuff was added and everything. And like just the whole scene, like just him up there floating, like flying with the reishi flames in his hands. It could be reishi lightning. I don't know what it is. Holding like that, walking with his men on the ground, like walking towards like the castle, the Hueco Mundo's like castle and everything, is the most terrifying thing that I've ever seen in Bleach. Like the most terrifying thing I've seen in a while. Like I was standing there seeing that motherfucker standing on top, like, or floating with like that, I would be like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't. What am I gonna do? Like that is one of the most terrifying visuals like ever. Like it terrified the shit out of me, and I'm not even a character in the series. Like, bro, that was crazy. And it's just again, it's heartbreaking to see Haribel like beaten like that. Like, even though she's like such a fan favorite character, she just gets like hit and hit. Like it's just sad. I hope that like later on, maybe if Kubo actually ends up making like the Hell arc, for like, a possible future arc or something, that we actually get to see her showing her stuff, and she kicks ass. But like regardless, that shit was heartbreaking and everything. Now, something that I remember, or obviously I would remember, I watched the episode like twice already, that I don't believe that it was in the manga. I might have to reread or something, but seeing the burial of his lieutenant, like Yamamoto's lieutenant Sasakibe, and a bunch of other like characters, whatever, and just seeing that with the drums, I believe it's the taiko drums or whatever, for like a burial or like a ceremony, like a funeral, bro. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think that was in the manga, but I don't think this was in the manga either. When it was completely white and silent, and you got Yamamoto standing there, and then Sasakibe's character kneeling with his fist on the ground towards Yamamoto, and there's no music, no sound at all. I'm pretty sure that was not in the manga, and I immediately got teary-eyed seeing that. Like that, I almost started crying. Like that is such an intimate, beautiful, and tragic scene that they put in the anime. Like it broke my heart, but like when I looked at it, like my jaw dropped, and I was like, wow. And I started getting teary-eyed. Like, I don't know exactly the relationship between Yamamoto and Sasaki, but for me, I think I would assume that Yamamoto was like, I would say, to me personally, I think that Yamamoto was like a father, like Sasakibe was like a son to Yamamoto. Because obviously he's not as old as Yamamoto. 100% he's not. But it just to think about it being like a father-son relationship broke my heart just seeing that scene. But I was still in awe of looking at that scene. I was like, wow, they really did this. And then Yamamoto saying light the fire, and then the transition to that to Ichigo's like room and like early in the morning or whatever. So then they end up after that all going to Hueco Mundo and see, bro, and in Hueco Mundo, bro. Let me get I forgot his exact name, but he I don't know how to pronounce it. It's what is it? Quilgi Opie or something like that. Opie, which is the J who's the head Quincy in Hueco Mundo at this moment in time. Bro, that shit when we saw those Arrancar chicks, or the two Arrancar chicks that said that they were like Aizen's aide and stuff, which was really cool to see them again. And then after that, like we got to see like Mila Rose and Apache and I believe her name is Sun or whatever, who are the trio of Haribel. Like, bro, seeing them again, bro, Mila Rose is she's smoking hot. Like, bro, she's the babe. She's my favorite one out of the three. But like, I liked seeing them like going in and literally like wiping out his the Stern Ritter. I forgot his name. Like Opayer or whatever, Opier or whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce his name like right like at all, but like them actually like going in and wiping out pretty much his army and stuff. But he was absolutely vicious, just like, you know, hi, stand in line and stuff. He's absolutely like a militaristic, like the theme of his character definitely feels like a dictator, like Nazi dictator type of like vibe with his character, like, because he does not give a shit about what any of them say, like saying will you live or will you die, it doesn't matter, he's gonna stab him stabbing all the, oh gosh, like that was just, oh, and like the detail of the blood dripping from their mouths and stuff when he like that shit's just crazy, and he does not care. But like then after that and after what happened to those first two Arrancar girls, like the trio comes in with Mila Rose, Apache, and Sunsun, and they just come in and start fighting stuff, and they pretty much take out all of his fellow what's it called, like they pretty much took out his army, and it's just him left, and then Ichigo immediately arrives. So and that fight, oh bro, that fight's gonna be so good next. I'm damn sure it's gonna be next episode. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited and hyped about it and stuff, and it's good. But I'm happy to see that like Mila Rose and Apache and Sunsun actually got like a good like yo, Apache just went like that, and like that Quincy's head just popped right off. Like hello, like literally like it was nothing, and they were just blowing everything up, and then Mila Rose goes in and tries to get like OPA or whatever, and tries to get him, and that visual and detail and like animation of it like explodes, that fantastic. But like I wish that he got a tiny bit more injured from like their fight, like 3-against-1 and whatnot. But like regardless, him standing there, all of them taken out and stuff, but also all of his Quincy like soldiers are taken out and stuff, and it's just him looking dead ass at Ichigo all the while, all the while that Mayuri is talking to all the other captains and saying like I'm pretty sure you surmised what is going on and who these people are based on what's been going on with like all these hollows being completely wiped out and the imbalance of the world of the living and Huekamuna and Soul Society. It's being like ruptured because of the eradication of all of these hollows. The only type of people or like things or like people whatever that can actually completely eradicate hollows are, and then OPA or whatever his name is like turning while Mayuri's saying this are Quincy's, and just that visual of his face, that might be part of like the thumbnail for this video. But just to see him turn around like that with that visual, and then like Ichigo looking at him, is oh my, bro, oh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for next episode. I can already tell it's gonna be one of some of the most phenomenal, like one of the most phenomenal fights, period, for like this season of fighting. I would even so much as say that it could very well get nominated for Fight of the Year. Just nominated and everything. I'm ready. Like, again, everything was so good in this episode, just like the first episode. Like opening theme, ending theme, fantastic. The animation sequences of the opening theme, fantastic, and the visuals of the ending, fantastic. And just like the added stuff, like in here, like seeing Nell again and using her super acceleration thing was hilarious. And then Perche doing it too and stuff, it was hilarious. But also there's very serious stuff. And then Haribel being like the queen of Hueco Mundo, like being taken out like that was just so heartbreaking. But it goes to show that Yuhawk doesn't want to have anybody else do it. He wanted to do it himself, and I think that's somewhat a testament to Haribel's strength and character, because she is the queen. The king needs to come. The king of the Quincy's needs to come and fight him and fight her and take her out and everything. So that's all right, like to some degree, but also it's still heartbreaking to see her like tied up like that and shit. And it's just I hope there's some sort of significance to her character, more so animation wise and whatnot. Like maybe he gives her a cool fight somehow, some way. I don't know. I hope so. But if they don't, then they don't. And I'm just excited for next episode and everything. And then again, like just that visual of Yamamoto and Sasuke like taking a knee with his fist to the ground, like in front of Yamamoto, like that just deafening silence in that moment. Just like my heart was just like my heart broke, and I was just like, wow, this is just one of the single most intense visuals in an anime that I've seen in a while. Like that was just absolutely phenomenally done. And then the ending when Ope and Ichigo like face to face, eye to eye, like looking at each other, bro. That fight's gonna be good. It's gonna be amazing. But anyways, that is it for my thoughts about this episode. What did you guys think about this episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about this episode and everything. Your thoughts about like the things that I said. Like this if you did. Like this video if you did. Like the video if you liked the episode. Like the video if you like Bleach and everything. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy. Ladies, stay sassy. But most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty. Alright? So peace and love. And I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Plus, Ultra, La Tome, Bon Kai, bro. So good. So excited for the next fight next week. I'm gonna be watching this episode about a dozen more times. But until next week, peace out, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot during the opening theme and all of those beautiful symbolisms of like those flowers and everything and whatnot. Like while I was watching it, I was confused at like in my head of like, where did I see this visual of Ichigo standing there like holding like Zangetsu, like the strap or whatever? And now that I just realized after like watching King Recon's like reaction to the opening theme, I'm like, that visual is a color page from, I forgot which chapter was it 685 or something like that? It was one of those chapters. It was the color cover or the color page of that chapter. Like it kept confusing me, and it kept like I was like confusing myself. It's like, where did I see this before? It was from it's literally the cover art, like that visual like art or the animation of him standing there like with the clouds behind him and Ichigo like looking with like, so that's the literal color page of that chapter. And it was escaping me for some reason for like a while I was watching. I don't know, because I was like, where is this from? I know I've seen this before. It looks beautiful. Like, where is it from? And stuff. But now I know. And now I know. And all the visuals of all these characters in the opening was just, the symbolism is insane. But at the same time, there's a hell of a lot of spoilers too. But anyways, yeah, that's all I want to say. Again, peace out. I'll see you guys later.